Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Garima Sachdeva, Department of IT. The subject that I'm teaching is Foundations of Management. Today we'll be discussing coordination and communication in this video. Coordination. Coordination is the unification, integration, synchronization of the efforts of group members so as to provide unity of action in the pursuit of common goals. So, coordination is the process whereby an executive develops an orderly pattern of group effort among his subordinates and secure unity of action in the pursuit of common purpose. Coordination is a continuous and a dynamic process which emphasizes unity of efforts to achieve the desired results. According to Mooney and Relay, coordination is orderly arrangement of group efforts to provide unity of action in pursuit of common goals. What Charles Worth says is coordination is the integration of several parts into an orderly whole to achieve the purpose of understanding. Now, what are the features of coordination? That is when we are trying to make all the subparts and parts of an organization work together. It's the heart of the management. There are different subparts, everything can be brought together, then only will become an organization through coordination. It's a deliberate action. You have to make an effort to coordinate different things. It's a group effort. A single person cannot do it. You need to have a team. It is a continuous activity. Continuously you need to have an effort. You need to put an effort to have a coordinated organization. It's a system concept. Then again you have to move systematically, step by step. And part of all management functions, you pick up any management function that we have studied in previous slides. Every management function needs coordination. Need of coordination. It is needed because there is a size increase of organization and there is a complexity of operations. Specialization. Earlier there were no specializations. Nowadays every department has specializations and sub-specializations. There is a clash of interest. There is a difference in attitude and working style of people. So we need to make them work together. So we need coordination. Interdependence of units is there. Communication. The term communication has been derived from the Latin word communis, which means to share. Communication is the process of sharing information, ideas, and feelings so as to create mutual understanding and cooperation among people. Communication has become indispensable to the success and well-being of people everywhere. Communication is the vehicle through which basic management functions are carried out. A manager typically spends 3/4 of his working day on communication, and his success depends largely on his communication skills. What are the importance? It is used in efficient planning, training and development, motivation and morale, coordination, leadership, effective control, sound industrial relations, corporate image. In short, you take any activity, any process in an organization, communication is required. This is the process. We have a source, we have a sender of the message. He'll encode the message according to his perception and knowledge. He'll choose a channel and medium. Probably he's sending an email, he's talking over a conversation, he's WhatsApping, he's writing a memo or anything. And the receiver will receive it, decode according to his perception and give a feedback to the sender. Once the receiver gives the feedback, he becomes a sender and the sender becomes a receiver. Then only it is complete. That's why it is known as a two-way process. What are the barriers of communication? The use of jargons, emotional barriers and taboos, lack of attention, interest, distraction, irrelevance to the receiver. These are the barriers. Difference in perception of the person who's receiving and sending, difference in their viewpoints. There could be certain physical disabilities, physical barriers to non-verbal communication. We are unable to read between the lines. Language differences and the difficulty in understanding unfamiliar accents. Expectations. We hear according to our expectations, not what the person is trying to say. And cultural differences. Now, overcoming the barriers of communication. Eliminating differences in perception. We have to eliminate the difference and we have to understand in the way the person sender is trying us to explain. Use of simple language. Simple, don't use high words, high vocabulary, that will make things complex. Reduction and elimination of noise levels. Active listening. Emotional state has to be stable when we are listening. Simpler organization structure. Too much length in the communication channel always distorts the communication. Avoid information overload. Only give the information that is required. Neither overload, neither cut short the information. Give constructive feedback. Then only it will be improved. Use proper media as per to the kind of a task you are or feeling or information you are delivering. The kind of media should be taken care of. Flexibility in the meetings, in meeting the targets. Thank you.